All right, we're back. It's February 9th, 2023. Um, Call of the Deadly Nightshade 21.
Wow.
Guys, we need to finish this eventually.
He underlined it.
All right. Let people take it from there.
Who wants who wants to do the recap?
What?
Who remembers anything? Come on, guys.
Flew some planes. Some Gungans died.
What?
Gungans died.
We
There's
lost
always
some
a
good Gunkins that day.
Oh man, we should have had a Gungan up in the air.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh, and he could have been like a kamikaze pilot at the end.
So so I guess 4 weeks ago.
It's Misa Independence Day.
Sorry.
4 weeks ago, when you guys were playing as your characters, our heroes ventured through the caverns below Albe Isle, and very narrowly avoiding fighting clack crabs as Rusty figured out how to use basically a piece of like mining / demolitions equipment to locate a passage up from the caverns to the isle proper. From reading the journal, it looked like you guys would have to go into where the crabs were at and fight them, but Rusty was able to locate another way out. And you emerged into kind of a hidden passageway within what is effectively the keep of Albe Isle. Walked into a small hallway and ran into a cook. If I remember right.
Server?
You guys went through, stunned him, and then and you found an injured person in the next room, but they were unconscious in a bed. The cook appeared startled initially, but then threw a bunch of knives at Rusty. You guys went to stun him, and then Iain killed him. I was like, look, you guys, if they see your face, you've got to kill them, basically. And that was where you guys left off. Underneath Albe Isle, there was also a lot of shaking, not quite earthquake. You could tell that it was coming from above you. And then you guys then played as a group of X-Wing pilots last week in defense of really the whole southeastern region of Siltstone, which is this region of Rathalay. How many pilots do we have? 5? 4? How many pilots we had?
4.
Flew a group of modified X-Wings against 2 full squadrons of TIE interceptors and TIE bombers. Though a lot of the land-based defense emplacements were destroyed, the main city of Impombi was protected, but during the fight, a group of ships managed to make their way to Albe Isle, and the shield generator in Albe Isle was destroyed. At which point, the remaining TIEs they didn't have any bombers left, but they ran a gun run past Albe Isle before banking heavily up. One of the TIEs, piloted by Snake, I believe, gave pursuit and managed to take out one more interceptor, and then while exiting atmosphere saw a interdictor class Star Destroyer in orbit, which is where the TIEs were returning to. 3 of the 4 X-Wings went back to their main hangar to assist with responding to the emergencies throughout the area with the starfighter threat dealt with, and one of them landed his ship on Albe Isle.
Was the interdictor class Star Destroyer the one that pulled us out of hyperspeed before?
There's no way for you to know that.
Oh,
The pilots weren't there, and you guys weren't in the X-Wings. So There's no way for you to know whether it's the same interdictor or not.
So many unknowns.
So many unknowns. So we'll jump back in the lower level of the keep. You guys are down near the bottom, I don't know, 3/4 of the way over on this
Yeah.
screen.
If people can't find it, just make sure you scroll down and zoom in. I was staring at blackness
Zoom out.
for a while. Yeah, zoom
There's
out.
a lot of blackness on this one. As you guys explore a little bit more, as you explore certain areas, like depending on where you go, other areas of this map can be revealed for it, but
Wait,
we shall see.
when that chef came out with throwing those knives, was Rusty laying on the ground? I can't remember.
Yeah, Rusty
Yes.
tried to play possum.
Yes. I was playing
He's like-
possum, and you guys
trying to
shafted me.
pretend like you were dead.
Yeah, you shafted me.
That's right. Okay, good.
For the
Good.
record.
And then you had kidnapped the some lady in that other room, right? Jowkazza did.
No, there is a person sleeping. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's a person knocked out, like drugged, sleeping in the other room.
Yeah, they're sedated in the other room.
But yeah, there was a woman in here in the kitchen with us, and I thought I stunned
Yeah.
her.
Oh, did you stun her too?
Yeah, because then people were
got
like,
her in a bear hug right now, I think, or she's stunned. I don't know.
well, because I remember
remember.
stunning her, and people were like, we could have asked her questions, and I was like, I didn't want Iain to shoot her.
All right. All right, so we got a stunned lady and a chef that's out.
His goose is cooked.
So we should probably pull that chef back into that kitchen and close the doors so he's not hanging out in the hallway.
Yeah. That sounds like
So
a
is
job
the-
for AT-88.
Is this door the only way out other than the stairway we came up?
That's the only door you haven't gone through other than the stairwell that you came up through, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, but
But
we
not-
have to level with Iain. We can't kill New Republic people. Like, we just can't do that.
You can't kill New Republic people. Got it.
That was easy.
It'll look pretty bad on the resume.
No. So here's the thing. I get what you're doing, because I would be doing something similar, but we just, like, as a group, we can't. It's just not gonna work for me. We can't kill New Republic people.
But what if they try to kill us?
Hey, you
All
work
right.
for you work for the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, I know, but like sometimes we had mistakes, you know? There's friendly fire. It happens.
I like the way this guy thinks. Do you want to go ahead and roll your persuasion?
Okay, I'm going to use the line that there's a good reward in this for all of us. But if we are killing New Republic people, that is going to be forfeit. Those credits. And that'll be my way of persuading him, hopefully. Appealing to love of money. Which I just assume is potentially something that runs in their family. I don't know. 26. Like, if there's a scenario where you absolutely have to do or die, I get it. But we can really get out of here making a lot more profit for all of us if we don't kill New Republic people.
I think that I think we can come to an agreement on it for this time. I mean, after this, we're not working quite as closely together, and hopefully, we're not working against the New Republic next time. Because prefer to stay off their radar if I could. So we'll
Yeah.
work with it.
Neither of us want to make enemies here. Well, any more enemies? Well, I don't know. I'm okay to make a couple of enemies.
I think we've both got some enemies already.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's good. I'm good with that. Okay. Cool. I'm ready to keep going, guys. Let's do this. I feel like
Bota will give a knowing nod to Blaine after hearing that conversation.
the ambassador's nod. I didn't even have to do anything, and people get along. Diplomat.
So you have and I know it is a little bit hard to tell from here. You guys are at the bottom floor here. So these stairs go up and up only from where Sparky and AT8 are down there. And you guys have been to the other rooms that are kind of revealed there already. You can see within the room that you're in, the kitchen with the bed, oddly, for some reason, that there is a trap door in there. Not a trap door, like it looks like if you were in a tower, it'd be like the top of the tower, and you'd expect a ladder well down. So I mean, I guess it's the trap door. I don't know if there's another word for it.
Maybe it's the refrigerator.
It might, yeah. I'm just making sure that you guys have the full lay of what you've seen. So
Wait,
Gonna-
Jowkazza's multiplied himself.
Am I?
One
That's
good
Wookiee
Jowkazza
power.
deserves another. I'm seeing double. Four
which
Jowkazzas?
Which Jowkazza is this Jowkazza?
I can move the one that's right next to Bota right now.
Can you move the other one?
Can you move your Jowkazza?
Oh yeah, I can move the other one. I didn't even notice there was another one.
All right. Well, that one's gone now.
How many Jowkazzas am I holding up?
The landing gear is down.
Orange.
Wait, I was gonna ask Jowkazza if he could pull that trapdoor open while he was in there, but now he's gone.
Well, now he's in the hallway with you.
Go back.
Are those
did
are those throwing knives over there on the wall?
They are cooking knives. Do you want to take a closer look at them?
Yeah.
Any
Roll
knife.
roll a search.
All right. I think that's 4D plus
You
1
can,
if
or you roll search or I guess a streetwise for Bota.
street.
Whichever you'd prefer.
These knives have been used to kill. All right. Oh, let's see here. Oops. I hate this thing.
These are the knives of the Swish Swish gang.
This is Yan Can Cook's knife.
This is the Yan Can Kill knife.
So they are chef's knives, but you as you take a look at them, you notice that they are very well balanced, which you would not need for cooking as much as you would need for fighting and or throwing them.
All right. I'm going to collect them up and put them in my satchel.
Oh,
Right.
good luck. Guys, don't run.
They're
I'm
cut-
full of knives.
Just don't run into anything.
Just don't run into me.
Grabbing them, you get 6 well balanced throwing knives.
Ooh.
All right. As I'm heading back towards the door to the hallway, I want to look and see if this trapdoor is like secured or is it openable?
It looks like you could open it. Doesn't look like there's a lock on it. There is a lock nearby, but it is not. It looks like it was unlocked already. So.
Hmm. All right, can I lift up the door and see if it goes anywhere?
You want to poke your head down?
I mean, is it dark in there?
When you open the door, it is not dark in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look.
How do you look? Describe this for me. Are you
Pleasant.
probably
climbing
be-
down? Are you
I'm
laying
guessing
down?
I would be
standing?
I would probably get down on my knees to lift the door up and then just kind of like lower my head in a little bit while holding the door open.
Let's see this. Yeah, there he is.
And it's a guillotine.
So with the lance, if you zoom out a little bit, you might see just to the left. Just as you open it, you're able to see this area of it that looks like a main storeroom, but it's a little bit bigger. It looks like it's the majority of where you're at, like kind of a level
Oh,
below
I
it.
see. So that ladder is right where the door is?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going down a level again. I thought we were already at the bottom level, so now we're going subterranean again.
So you guys were in like a subterranean, but a lower level of that kind of keep down there. And there you had to climb up a bit to come into. You basically came through the center column when you finally got in. That was an
Yeah.
area built underneath here. Right? So this
Got
is
it.
an area that's dug into the rock, but above the cavern space.
All right. So, guys, I think I found like a root cellar or something. Should we check it out?
Yeah.
Is it occupied? Is there anybody in there that I can see or hear?
That's what you get from when you open the door and just kind of like look down in it. What do you want to take a deeper look into it?
Yeah, I'll do that. I need to roll a search.
No, you want to peek down further. Like, do you hang down in? Do you climb down in?
Yeah, I'll climb down the ladder.
Watch out for crabs.
Giant blue crab jumps up and bites your leg off.
Looking for the shiny blue crab. Worth a lot.
As you start to go down, you hear, Sham, is that you?
Yeah, coming down.
And you come down to the bottom to find yourself.
If it's these stinking kids again,
You climb down to the bottom. You climb down to the bottom and you see you have a rifle trained on you, and what looks like this guy looks like he is now whereas you saw a cook, this guy looks geared up in New Republic military garb, like he's got actual for lack of a better term, combat armor, something better than a cook's outfit on, and a blaster rifle in hand.
Oh, I didn't know this was the armory.
Nonchalant.
What's he say to me? Nothing?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. Drop your weapons.
Weapons? I was coming down here to get some weapons.
He will fire a warning shot.
Oh man, you're gonna already test me on how well I can throw these knives. I don't have that skill yet.
Bota Zi style.
Don't you have like a throwing weapons skill?
That would be a stretch. All right, so do I even get the chance to dodge this shot? Or is
That's
he
a
just
warning shot.
firing next to
shoots
me?
it- he fires it, and you can. I mean, you're in close range. She fires it, and it shoots right past your head. Like it's a warning shot that somebody would take if they knew how to shoot a rifle, right? Like you can tell that he could hit you if he wanted to.
He or
Basically,
she?
this is the man.
Oh,
Hey, watch it with the warning shots. Do you even know who you're firing at? I'm trying to help you out here.
Help me understand what you're doing here, and drop your weapons.
Begin with the
I'll give
demand.
you to the count of 5.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
but are you just
5.
standing there?
Do you want to dodge?
Where is the where's this all happening? I don't see that.
Bota's
Right
to the
below
left
you.
of you guys.
Probably
wait.
watching it
on
through
the
the
map.
hole.
But
To the
he went
left.
down through that trap door right there into this space to the left of you.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm as he's counting down, I want to go down in the hole too.
all right. Bota, do you want to dodge?
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge.
All right.
Sure, why not? Maybe.
This guy is.
There you go.
He narrowly misses.
A miss is a miss.
All right, I'm gonna go down, and I am rolling intimidation, but I'm not trying to intimidate him, as in fearfully. Okay.
Like
He's
a
just trying to intimidate me by coming down the ladder on top of me.
Like a playful intimidation?
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's more of a con, but I'm gonna say, hey Boda, did you find any food down there? We got over 100 troops. We got over 100 troops to feed up here.
All right, one person told me this is an armory. The next person told me this is a root cellar. Now I'm confused.
So, do you go down in there, Jowkazza?
Yeah.
All right.
But as I'm coming down the ladder, like, before I really even know anything is going on. Or at least what he would think I wouldn't know anything is going on.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome, good.
This is a.
All right, so I dodged. He fired. Now it's my turn to react, right?
I mean, what do you want to do as a reaction right now? You can take a reaction action, yeah.
So I don't know if he's really going to be listening to me anymore, but I can roll an intimidation. I'll train my weapon on him. Say, let's stop while you're still alive.
Um,
So do you want me to roll the intimidation first?
Go ahead.
All right.
He pauses for a second as he looks at you, and he reaches down towards his utility belt, for lack of a better term.
It's got batarangs.
I'll give you one more round to try and figure something out.
Hey, I'm gonna come down too next.
Join the party. All right. So I am going to. So let's see. Are we in close enough quarters that I can move to him in one round?
Yes, but he will get to take an action if you start to move to him in one round.
All right, fine. I'm gonna try out these knives.
You're gonna try and throw one at him?
Yeah, Katira would be proud.
All right. First roll. Let's just roll your base perception.
Did you roll against my intimidation at all?
I set a threshold on it.
Okay.
Go
Want me
ahead
to
and
roll
roll
my
your base perception.
because we're trying to set up rounds or something?
No. Just roll your perception. Just roll it. Dude. Just roll it.
9.
You can tell that he is reaching for something on his belt, but you can't quite tell what he might be reaching for specifically.
All right.
In response to you drawing your weapon on him and making your comment.
I'm
but
just gonna
he
walk
took
right
pause.
towards him.
As you start to walk towards him, he pulls out a thermal detonator and he says, "Look,
This guy's like no negotiation at all.
if you're already down here, it doesn't matter if I die now or die later."
Oh,
This guy's dedicated to a cause. Sounds like a true rebel to me. Is what I'm gonna say to him. But I think that you should probably save your life for a higher cause than me. I'm worth not worth that much.
If you're down here, then the rest has already been taken. We've already failed.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Those X-wings were giving those TIE fighters hell.
He adjusts his timer slightly as you stand there.
I want to walk in and be like, guys, I found the wine. Whoa.
Roll. What's that for? Is that your intimidation again?
Yeah.
Hey.
Roll. What would it be to just understand the situation you're in? These are people that you should know. I guess streetwise, or like
Is it?
it'd be like a streetwise New Republic. I don't know what the right thing is
There's
to like.
bureaucracy. There's law enforcement. There's
New Republic
cultures.
Facebook.
There's business.
I mean, it's just a response to understand. Go ahead and roll another. Is that your
I
perception
mean,
again?
I think I know what's going on, but I just
What?
think Bota's taking this in a different way.
That's my streetwise.
You got a 6 on the special.
Ah. Oops, sorry. That was only supposed to be a 2.
So 19.
Yeah.
You recognize this as a New Republic military, like Spec Ops military, and you recognize that he doesn't know who you are, but you kind of, let's put it this way: if you place yourself in his situation, you would know that he should know if he's this kind of like a New Republic Spec Ops, or like, and Bota has a lower threshold because of his dealings with New Republic. Wherever he works, he knows everybody that works with him, right? Like, you can't impersonate a guard with this guy unless you're wearing a full face covering helmet.
Right.
So he knows that you don't belong here, and you know that there was a lot of shaking. There's a sedated, injured person, in the bed right over there. There's a, you get the sense that somebody is assaulting this location, and you just walked into the middle of it.
They obviously think we're the enemy.
He thinks you're the enemy,
Yeah.
and he's willing to blow himself up to kill at least one of you if you've made it this far.
Exactly, and that's why I was saying I'm not worth that, and I want to be able to tell them, hey, we're on the same side here.
I mean, you can tell him whatever you want, but I just want to make sure that, like, you get the full sense of like who he is, and that he is very serious about this thermal detonator. He's not willing to be taken alive, basically.
Yeah, understood.
Your intimidations have kind of forestalled him a little bit, but he could just flip it off at any moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him, hey, save that for the real enemy. We're here to support you. This is you're getting it the wrong way. Let me prove it to you. Come out. I have other support teams here. Look, we're not going after you guys.
Someone
Roll
hide the cook.
roll
He was dead when we got here.
roll a persuasion.
Persuasion? All right. This one might need some character points, but we'll see.
Come on, use those ambassador skills.
23.
You go up first.
You want me to go up the ladder first?
Is there somewhere else you're gonna go up first?
Oh, okay.
It's typical,
Tough guy. I'll take
typical
it.
snark from your NPCs. This is why we keep killing them.
I don't know how to respond to that other than ask the sarcastic question.
All right. I'll go first. The Wookiee goes after you.
And then
The
I'm just
Wookiee
gonna
goes
walk.
after you,
I'm just gonna back away.
or this goes after you.
All right. Put the thermal detonator away. You're self-grandizing here that you're going to be some big hero. Let's just come out and we'll figure this out.
All right. So Bota goes up the ladder. Jowkazza, he stares at you, expecting you to go up the ladder.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him only a moron would blow up his own people when his base is under assault.
That convinced him.
It's called negging, and it works against the New Republic.
All right. Do you go up the ladder, or do you wait for him, Jowkazza?
No, I'm just gonna wait for him. What's he gonna do?
Also, hey, would like the Empire or somebody have like have a Wookiee helping them
Yeah,
out?
seriously.
Wookiees are honorable allies.
Roll.
I've got a medical thing on my hip. I'm clearly a medic. I mean, what the heck does he think I'm gonna do?
I mean, he's got an
Roll.
accounting handbook in his bandolier.
Yeah.
Well, no discounts on your taxes.
You pay double.
I'm auditing you.
He arms the thermal detonator. Get up the ladder, or we're all going up.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
Remind me of an old
Okay.
friend named Stinky Pete. It's a real stinker too.
I'm just gonna stare right back at him.
I'm gonna move this person out of the way that's laying here on the floor.
He's a dead guy.
This lady.
Stunned woman, yes.
Where are you gonna move her to?
I'm gonna put her in the
Indicate to me where
bed.
you want to move.
the guy?
That bed.
We should
Bed
probably
I'm
put the guy in the bed. Put them all in the bed.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to tuck her hand in anywhere. It's funny when it was two men, but I just feel weird about it.
Blaine.
I guess this is growing up, guys.
Oh man, I'm so disappointed to hear that.
These 21
All right.
missions have really changed me. These last two weeks on this planet.
Look,
Oh,
Jowkazza,
man,
it's counting down, and he's not. He's just staring at you. He's just
it's like a
looking,
12-step.
and then looking at the ladder. He's not even looking at the thermal detonator. He doesn't even know. Like you can tell, he doesn't even know what the timer's at anymore. He just
Jowkazza,
knows that
this
until
guy's
you get up
crazy.
the ladder, he's not moving.
This guy's always threatening to blow
place-
things up. Let's just leave him to his, I don't know, his blowing up activities. That's what
Just
makes him
climb
happy.
up the ladder and close the door on him.
Yeah.
And go boom.
Is there any other way out of that room?
Not that you can see right now. No. I mean, unless you want to roll a search and look around the room while staring at thermal detonator in the face.
We're gonna climb up the ladder, close the trapdoor, and then put a barrel over top of the trapdoor so it can't be opened.
Yeah, we should have Rusty throw some, explosive down.
So I will
Thermal detonators.
just because and Jowkazza, you weren't in the room when it happened, when that detonator blew up. You were on the other side of the wall, but you saw the devastation.
Oh, I know what a thermal detonator is.
You know that from here a thermal detonator will probably kill Jowkazza. You're within the 10D damage radius.
Yeah, I know.
Right now.
I understand that. I totally understand that.
This is how Jowkazza came into the world.
Yeah.
His first mission.
I mean, I feel like we'd kind of ruin
That's
the
how Jawa
spirited.
Jimmy almost got taken out of this world.
Yeah. Jeez. That was Jawa Jimmy's has some close calls.
Jeez.
And Bota and Jowkazza, you also both know that the floor
It's
lava.
the roof above you and the floor beneath Bota, it will only protect them so much from the ensuing explosion of a thermal detonator in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand how I'm gonna go up a ladder and turn my back on somebody that's willing to blow not only me up but themselves too. That doesn't seem like a smart idea.
Can Rusty hear all this?
No, not from the hallway.
Well, I guess Blaine's up already, so I'm just gonna say, well, there's a guy with a thermal detonator down there. He's in an old Wookiee standoff with Jowkazza.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like
it makes much sense. If he's already saying, "Oh, if you guys are this far, I might as well blow myself up," why would I think that he's going to do anything different other than follow me up the ladder and kill everybody?
Oh,
Hey, Blaine.
Hey,
His
I
point
got an
is-
idea.
so
Hey.
His point right now is that he's not willing to let you follow him up the ladder and be, sandwiched between a Wookiee and
That's
a
the
bunch of
hill
other
he
people.
wants to die on. I don't think so.
Let's
Right, that's
Hey.
the point he's made.
I feel like we're gonna have a hard time upholding Blaine's spirited discussion with the.
Well, if he blows
Our little-
himself up, I guess that's
All right.
okay.
No,
Go ahead. I'll go up the ladder. What does he do?
Hey, Blaine. Is he
As-
he a good
As you
guy?
get-
One of us or a bad guy?
Yeah, he's like a spec op. He's what you used to be, Rusty.
No,
As you
is he
take
young?
a
Is
step
he
on the
young?
ladder, you hear the thermal detonator be disarmed.
Is he young or old?
Yeah, is he young
And-
blood? What is he?
No, that's all you hear from there. He is younger. He's probably in his early 30s. Like he looks like he's probably 31, 30.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
a
Let me get
seasoned.
down there.
He's seasoned as far as the military is concerned, but
everybody wants to climb down with the man with the thermal detonator.
That's
Let me
his
get
whole
down there.
mission.
All right, Rusty's coming down.
just like you threatened at the beginning. We may not even make it
After-
out of this room.
And so hold on. First Jowkazza goes up. Then he is on the ladder behind Jowkazza, and you're going to what? You're going to climb down while he's going up?
No, he's looking at us. I mean, he's looking up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna pull up my shirt and show him my Starbird Alliance tattoo on the side of my ribs and go, hey, see this? Same team. Same
No
team.
kidding. All right. Now Rusty has a tattoo on him.
Cannon. I'm Starbird. That's right.
How about Rusty? Roll me a 1d100, and I'll give you. Actually, roll me a 1d. You can roll a 1d100 or a 1d10, but I'll say on a 90% up. So a 9 or 10 on a 1d10, or a 90 through 100 on a 1d100.
That is not a real tattoo, and it's gonna wash
He
off.
no, he knows he has seen Rusty at some point.
What, a D100?
Yeah. Or a D10 because it's a 10% chance. But if you want the 10 different pieces of the die instead of the.
I'm doing it. D100. Here we go. Looking low. Going a little low there. I'm not gonna lie. Or 2.
I'm gonna need some sort of proof that you're on my team, or I'm gonna need you all to step away from the trap door.
All right. Yeah,
Where's
Hey.
Sham?
Hey, Rusty, you still have your badge from Coruscant?
I mean, I don't know, man. Let me look for it.
Where's
Looking.
Jenna?
All right, give this guy some space. He's seen stuff. But just give him some space. Let him up here.
Iain is gonna leave. Iain will walk out of the room, and he'll actually drag the cook out out of there completely.
Man, watch that dude before he kills somebody.
You said you know Jenna?
He said where's Sham and where's Jenna?
Genitalia?
That's a good one.
That's such a good name.
I like you less and less, Wookie.
Yeah,
Hey,
that means you liked him to
let's
begin
flash
with.
let's flash that badge.
All right, hold up.
Last year, Legendary Republic Coruscant police badge.
Yep. Just toss it over to him.
There you go. You can have it, man.
All right. As Rusty tosses it, I'm just gonna shoot him with my weapon already on stun. He has his finger off the death trigger, though, right?
Yeah, as he's climbing up the ladder, he asks everybody to step back. As everybody steps back, he starts to come up. Rusty throws him the badge. Is that what we're saying?
Yep. Yeah. And then as he goes to probably catch it, I'm just gonna blast him.
Only because I wasn't that you got me off guard. He doesn't even get a chance to respond to that. Go nuts.
30 on my shot.
All right, go ahead and roll your stun damage.
$17.
You hit him, and he loses grip on the ladder and slips off, but he is not unconscious. Let's put it that way.
Whoa! Someone stun him quick.
He falls to the bottom of the ladder.
Quickly.
I just jumped down the ladder right on top of him.
Yeah.
Climbing claws, whatever. I'm very athletic. I mean, I'm just gonna land right.
It's a straight drop. It's a vertical ladder. It's not like it's
That's
not like
fine.
angled up into the space.
I
so you can
slide down.
jump straight down onto him if you want, or you can do whatever.
I jump straight down into him, land right on his chest.
Roll your brawling to attack him, I guess.
Great. Hold on.
Man, remember the old days where bad guys wore white helmets and everyone else was cool.
And I mean, barring a really bad brawling roll, you're gonna roll your damage on this too. And tell me how you're hitting him, what you're using, and that'll determine your damage, because I know you've got your shock boxing gloves or whatever, but
all I'm doing. Yeah, I'll just roll my I'm not even like, I'm just jumping down on him like to subdue him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if he gets injured in the process, what do I care?
Okay, we'll do contested strength then to see if you can manage to put him into some sort of a like incapacitate him for the moment. Like you can put him into like an arm bar, like whatever it takes to lock him up if you want.
Oh, I don't need to do anything fancy like an armbar. I'm just gonna sit on the guy.
So all right. You go ahead and roll your whatever damage you want to do. If you want to tell me that it's stun only or you only want to try and knock him unconscious, that's fine.
Okay. Sure.
Um
I'm trying my hardest not to kill him.
I'll say like if you're doing something along these lines and you want to try and not kill somebody, like you want to pull your punch and you're not using like a blaster rifle, I think that it's completely reasonable that somebody that rolls a 38 has the ability to incapacitate but not injure.
Right, because I think it just adds to your difficulty where you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, but
Yeah.
yeah.
27 versus 19 beats you by 8. You knock the wind out of him.
Perfect.
And you have a free round on him. He is wounded.
Okay.
In effect. So you get one round. He's gonna act now that you've attacked him. Definitely, he will act.
All right. Well, I'm gonna break his hand.
What?
Rip his arm off. Rip his arm off.
Which hand?
The one with the thermal detonator.
He doesn't have a thermal detonator in his hand, but you want to break the hand that was holding it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Go ahead, roll your attack. Roll your brawling. And he's going to try and parry it. All right, you hit. Is that your damage?
Yeah.
Here. This be straight strength because it's not his armor. You're just trying to literally break his hand.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, as soon as I do, that could have been your neck. You need to chill out, buddy.
Those kids again.
Now let's all go get some snow cones.
You break his hand and he actually passes out from the pain. He incapacitates him.
Well, I guess that's one way of calming him down.
Way to go.
He'll be unconscious.
Bota's going to be a little bit jealous standing upstairs now.
All right, I will lift him up and carry him up the stairs so that we're all back with the group, and I will dress his hand with a medical bandage.
Oh, you're sweet.
You can charge him for that.
All right,
on a good day.
Yeah, charge him.
Charge him for that healthcare.
This isn't covered.
Bill.
Be sure when you're wrapping the wound that you wrap your business card inside the lens.
All right.
All right. Well,
Where do you want to put him?
what was down there?
No.
You guys want to take a better look around the area now?
Yeah, man. He's about to blow himself up for that stuff.
From the hallway, by the way, you can hear blaster fire outside now.
Damn it.
Yeah, but what was down there? Oh, wait. Hey, wait. It might not really be down. Like, it might not be down there. We just might. So, it's not really that room, probably. It's probably where we are. Like, we've got to be close to Grant if he's willing to kill himself for him. So, he's got to be somewhere. But hey, if this guy was already drugged in the other room, someone could be ahead of us. Right?
The person in the other room was looked like they were under medical sedation. Yeah, that's all you got. like they had been given something, but they're still in kind of not the best state, and they were left by themselves. Let's put it that way.
All right, well, let's just do a quick look-see around that room down there and then bounce, yeah?
Good idea.
Sure.
Hey, what you guys tell me what you want to do? I don't care.
Well, I'm seeing if the rest of the group agrees.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm good.
mean, if he's down there, there's no reason why we shouldn't look around. Obviously, he's protecting something.
I mean,
Yeah, we should at least go down and search. Maybe there's a hidden
controls or...
passage.
Yeah.
Hey, do we still have that scanner thing or no?
The rusty
Cave
Yeah,
scanner.
Rusty has that.
Yeah.
The depth, like the yeah, Rusty's got that.
Let me turn
Yeah.
on my rock finder. They're hard.
You go down there, Rusty? Is that what you're
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your roll your demolitions to see how well you use the equipment.
Demo this bad boy up. All right, I got some fun.
Let's flip this castle.
And then Rusty, you can roll your search after your demolitions. It's not multiple actions. It's just you doing both those things. All right.
In my search. Yeah, they both suck. 13 and 14. Man, this thing don't even work, man.
Using that, you are able to note that the southern wall, is there's an abscess, a space behind it, kind of like how you figured out where the entry to the cavern were. You don't find any way to access that, but you notice that there is it's a false wall, effectively. Like it's not all stone. Everything else around you is solid stone, but that wall is not.
Nice. So I think we know where we need to go and why he was protecting this area. Now we just need Jawa Jimmy's curious spirit to find the key to opening it.
I think my scanner's broken because the only thing it says is hard is Jowkazza.
With that, you guys can all roll a search through the space to see if you can figure out some way to open it up.
Oh, because he knocked that dude's arm out of place.
Sure. Why not? Who has the best search though? Right? It gets infinitely more difficult with every roll, right? Which each attempt? Is that how it works?
Can I use my smuggling lore? Maybe if it was all old smuggling tunnels and stuff, maybe that'd be better. I don't know. Could be hard, but it's better than my search. So
yeah, you could try that. Yeah.
24, geez.
24 for my smuggling lore. I heard a story about this. It was called the Cask of Amontillado.
Does anybody want to help Blaine?
Roll some
or
searches.
Blaine give direction for anything on that, or?
Yeah, if we can assist, sure.
All right.
What's actually down there?
It looks like a storeroom. It looks like like foodstuffs. Anybody that wants to search with Blaine,
Come
roll
on.
a second search. I'll take one search from one other person with Blaine.
I'm looking.
So we've got
been another church.
so Rusty's determined this isn't a real wall. Blaine is kind of giving off like what kind of things you would look for, and now this is the search to see if
Damn.
somebody can find
13, 14 out of 15? Fuck.
Rusty looks around, but Rusty's like, I don't know, man. Rusty's used to blowing up walls, so he's like, he can't figure why you would not
don't know,
blow up
man.
a wall. What would you? I don't get it.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
I'll give you guys one more search for this.
So
Don't-
bad.
Just someone else help.
I'm 3D plus one.
Someone.
Anybody better than that?
Let's see, what am I at? I
No,
think
you're
I'm at
2D
3D.
plus 1, Jimmy.
Jimmy's search is 3D.
I'm 4D plus 1.
Bota's 4D plus 1.
Okay, well let's have Bota do it then.
What do I wanna?
Find a hole so we can put Jimmy through it.
16.
Man, that's 14, 15, 16.
Can
Iain.
anyone tell me?
Iain. Hey, we could use
Can
your.
anyone tell me? Katira's search is her base search is 60. You guys all suck at this. No.
Wait, her base is 6D?
Her base search, yeah. Can
Holy
anyone tell
crap.
me what the threshold is between moderate and difficult?
16.
16 is where it becomes a difficult, and it's only a difficult. I bumped it down from heroic to very difficult when Rusty used the tool, and I bumped it down from very difficult to difficult when Blaine used smuggling lore.
Hey,
And you
Truffle Hunter.
AT88, do you have anything you could scan?
So Bota is able to. I don't even know. I can do it this way. Bota, kind of fiddling around, manages to find a hidden lever within the food stuff and opens up a back area. This is a reinforced armory.
All right. I knew it was the armory.
Thank God. Now I can finally get a weapon. All I have is this gun I've been smuggling. I don't even have any armor. I don't have my rocket boots. I don't have my sword.
This guy's practically naked.
I feel like the fact that Jawa Jimmy's been in a tuxedo this entire time.
I know. It's even like he's a Jawa. Is he?
Armor. So in here, you guys find blaster rifles, combat knives, thermal detonators, grenades. Like this is a well-equipped armory. Let's put it that way.
Is there armor in the armory?
Yes.
All right,
Let me see the
guys.
stats.
Let's say goodbye to the Frosted Tips, and we're now the Frosted Squadron, Spec Force Squadron, because now we can blend in.
So this is full armor. Like you've got armor, helmet, everything there.
Does everything fit Jawa size?
There's, ooh. You can Jowkazza, you could probably rip apart a little bit to give yourself some armor if you wanted to, but this is for your average galactic being size, so it's too small for Jowkazza, and it's really too big for Jawa Jimmy. But Jawa Jimmy, honestly, your tuxedo is really good armor for you.
You have to like an armor, yeah. But I won't blend in, right?
It is. You won't blend in, no, but it is plus 1D energy armor. All around, and your helmet is as well, so it's as good as everything else that you had. There is no dexterity penalty, only because this is Spec Ops armor. You have full cover, with the exception of kind of your joints, but it moves really well. There is a little bit of exposure at places, but for all intents and purposes of the game mechanics, you have full cover throughout the armor without a dexterity penalty. It is 1D energy, 1D physical. It has and in the helmet you have a standard comm link setup, but it is on if you put on the helmet and activate it, you're on the comm link of the New Republic forces on this island.
Can we change it? I mean, I want to be able to change it back, but it'd be nice to have our own comm channel.
Go ahead and roll. Actually, Jawa Jimmy can roll. Well, I mean, anybody could roll, but Jawa Jimmy's going to be the best to roll a technical to see if they can figure out how to adjust any other channels on it.
Sure.
Like any familiarity with it.
Did I raise my base technical? No, it's just 40 plus 2.
Bless you.
But
Bless you. Oh wow, that was bad. 12.
It's been a,
And
Jawa
even
Jimmy
that-
kind of is like,
you've been wearing
Jawa
that
Jimmy
tuxedo for
looks
too
like-
long.
there's, like there's got to be a way to do it. But guys, look, I'm not wearing it. What do I care? Look, like find me some armor and I'll figure out how to change a channel. But you can tell, you can tell that Jawa Jimmy's bluffing a little bit. That he's like, I can't figure this out right now.
But he also doesn't care about things that like that. That does sound like him.
I just picture Jawa Jimmy like, this helmet, I can't see anything. It's blocking my vision.
Okay, well,
I don't
can
see
you
this.
say
I'll
the
keep on bluffing.
armor stats again? I had to grab my pen ran out of ink.
The armor is plus 1d energy, plus 1d physical. You have air filtration.
Perfect.
You can filter out, toxic gas or toxic environment. And you have your viewplate has Mac binoculars. Your utility belt on it has space for either you could put in, like, you could basically figure out whether you want to put in like flares, blaster packs, med packs, grenades. Like, you kind of can choose from here. And you have a tongue activated comlink in the helmet, and no dexterity penalty.
Great. I will definitely suit up. Goodbye, Stig McNasty. Hello, Spec Force McNasty. I think we should all suit up, even if there's enough for all of us, even Iain, if he'll agree. But I will grab 2 heavy blasters. And are there more thermal detonators?
There are more thermal detonators.
What type of heavy blasters are they? Like 5d6 damage or?
There's some blaster carbines that are 5d plus 2. There's some heavy blasters that are 5d.
Yep.
And there are some blaster pistols as well as some holdout blasters.
Any other explosives?
Well, there's at least one thermal detonator because he was holding it.
Are there any med packs?
There are med packs down here as well. Yeah.
All right.
There's enough for a decent amount of people down here. I'd say the space is bigger than it looks. Let's put it that way on the map scale. It looks like you basically like stumbled onto the armory for this location. And it looks like there's probably enough for 20 plus New Republic Spec Ops.
Great, and
stuff
they're all
down
not wearing their armor, so.
They're not all not wearing their armor, but there are enough not wearing their armor right now for whatever reason that you guys, I mean, look, you guys just showed up here. There's about, let me take a look at my full map here. I don't want to count out loud.
Hey, are there, Rusty? You normally are brawling with gloves, but do you have your gloves as standard breeches, or are there gloves here?
I mean, if there's better gloves here, I'll take those. But I just thought I had them the whole time because I thought I could just have them as performance wear.
There are 5. It looks like at least 5. There may be more. Oh, look, and that's the right number too. Number of as far as like armor within there.
Is that enough for Iain as well?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, so long as Jimmy and Jowkazza aren't trying to tear apart a suit of armor, there is. Yeah.
Mount up.
And so the blaster carbine, by the way, uses the blaster carbine skill or the blaster skill, depending on which one you have. And then there's a 5D heavy blaster. Just to make sure that we're all on the same page there. 5B plus 2 for the blaster carbine, 5B for the heavy blaster.
But there's not just one of each. There's a bunch because
Right. There's enough. Yeah. It's kitted out that basically like it looks like you got a whole bunch of like Spec Ops geeks here that got to overspend on their budget because they're, as you guys would know, defending somebody that's high profile.
We'll take one of each.
All right.
I mean, they have a
Would
cool.
Jimmy carry one of each?
You tell me which one. You tell me which one to grab. What's the question, Jowkazza?
Do they have a bow? Is there a bow there?
There's not a bow. No.
What
Sorry.
about a bowcaster?
The Spec Ops people not as interested in bows and bowcasters as you might think. They are very gun ho.
Dun, dun.
About rocket boots.
There are no rocket boots. No.
What kind of armory is
There's no jetpacks either.
Oh, man.
It looks like probably stuff that would kind of, if somebody broke in, wouldn't be able to get them easily off the island. But there are Rusty, for your question earlier, there are flash grenades. There's a handful of thermal detonators. There are a couple frag grenades.
Ooh,
Grab those
You-
frags.
You can take, I would say, you could probably hold, if you don't take any med packs, you get rid of your rope, you don't take any extra blaster packs, which means that you would have, I don't even know how many blaster shots, probably like 20 shots from your blaster. You'd be able to hold half a dozen grenades.
so
Any combination. So you got thermal detonators, which are up to 10D damage, real close. You have frag grenades, which are up to 5D damage, real close. And then you have flash grenades that do stun damage. And gas grenades.
3 stun, 3 frag.
Nice.
Jowkazza will take a thermal detonator and 2 flashbangs.
Rusty says, "You okay with that thing, man? I mean, like, usually people just blow themselves up with these things."
Sorry, Jowkazza, what did you think? You said one thermal detonator and what?
And 2 of the flashbangs. Flash grenades.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Flash/stun grenades. Bota, you said you wanted a carbine. I assume. Tell me what kind of blasters you guys want as well, Bota. You wanted a carbine and a heavy blaster?
It would be a blaster and a blaster rifle if there's rifles there.
There's. I don't know if carbines fall under the blaster rifle skill. Carbines.
I don't think so.
Anybody?
I think they're their own.
I think so as well.
Like specialty.
Yeah, they are their own. Blaster carbine is a separate specialty from blaster rifle. Yeah.
All right, so I'll take one carbine then and one heavy blaster.
All right.
Can Jimmy take the heavy blaster? I'm assuming it does the most damage and probably fits in the vest.
The heavy blaster does a little bit less than the carbine, but and it's a little bit less range, but Jimmy is a little more equipped to them. Let's put it that way.
Whoa, what are you
I
saying?
was going to say, could he still use the carbine blaster then?
Yeah, it'd be your blasters. So your if you have a specialization, let me see, what's Jimmy got?
It's just the
It's just your blaster skill for you, Jimmy. So yeah, it'd be 60, whether you fire the heavy blaster or the carbine.
No, then I guess I'll take the carbine then. Make it more range.
All right. I'm pulling up the range on this real quick. a heavy blaster kind of maxes out around 50 feet, and the carbines go out closer to 200. Or sorry, that's meters. So 50 meters versus 200 meters. So you're at long range on a heavy blaster at 50, and you're at medium range on a carbine at 50. If that makes sense. But
What
that's
is
the
the damage
difference.
the same for each?
The carbine's 5D plus 2. The heavy blaster's 5D.
Then I will take the one with more damage.
Any grenades, medkits?
I'll
Jowkazza,
have to
you
make
can
it as
hold.
well. Oh, go
Jowkazza,
ahead.
you've got some medkits, I think, already. But how many?
Yeah, I do.
With, I mean, you can pick up. You could refill your medkits. I don't know how many you used off the top of my
Yeah,
head, but you probably could.
usually I try to carry like 6 or 7.
You can refill if you want to just kind of keep yourself at 6 to 7.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
You guys ever like
Jawa
just
Jimmy's
take
going to take 1 or 2? Yeah, I was going to say Jawa Jimmy would definitely take 1, and if he can, he'd remove one of the dresses from his compartment of mysteries inside of Sparky, so we can fit another bag.
So Jimmy you want like 2 med packs?
Yeah, at least 2 med packs.
Right.
Each of a stronger one inside of Sparky as well, just for good measure.
Are we allowed to like crack a med pack open like a Gatorade, like pre-game it?
I mean, you can. I don't know that it does you any good.
Regave your injuries.
You know what? I'm gonna do a investigation. I'm gonna do another search. Maybe there's a more secret armory hidden somewhere in this armory.
Go ahead.
gotta be higher than a 16, please. We rolled 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay. Nope.
You know, you can't find
1,
anything.
2,
No.
3. That's not right.
1, 5.
Yeah, I guess
1,
that is right.
0,
Yep, that's
1.
it. Perfect.
Blaine, you're like, dude, I can't believe we found this place.
I too will search for love in the wrong place.
Of course he'll get it.
Your eyes are immediately drawn to the thermal detonators. And you're like, this is where he got them. Maybe I should leave one on him. Blaine, what kind of weapons do you want to take?
So I already have 1 heavy blaster. I'll just take 1 more, and I'll swap out. I'll take an extra battery pack. I'll swap out mine for fresh ones, and unless I see some sort of sword, I think I'm good. I'll take 1 thermal detonator just for good measure, though.
Let's put the thermal
you don't-
detonator on that Spec Ops guy like a restraining bolt on a droid.
You don't
Those
see
crotch.
any. Wow.
Yep.
Really? All right.
No, come on, guys.
Golden rod
Wait,
style.
hold on for just a second. You don't see any swords, but there are melee weapons. Like there's like like law enforcement kind of weapons, melee weapons. I think what would it be, like a force pike? If that's the right word within there. Basically a melee weapons, which would be a strength plus
Vibro axe?
2D probably. Maybe a strength plus 3D. I gotta take a look at melee weapons. Double check the normal.
It's okay. I'm better at melee combat with just my blaster than I am with anything else. Just smacking people with these blasters. There's no swords.
All right, no, there's no swords. There are definitely no swords. They are gun nuts. They are not sword nuts.
All
All right. So Blaine's got his heavy blaster, some ammo. You said, sorry, what grenades did you take?
I'm gonna take 2 thermal detonators just to keep things exciting.
Right. And just because I feel like I have to, Jimmy, do you want any explosives?
Actually, are there any smoke grenades or any kind of cover?
Well, that's a good idea.
There are. What did I say? Where did I put them?
I was gonna say, is Jimmy just searching through the garbage?
No, Jawa Jimmy's looking. The thing is, like, well, think of it this way: Jawa Jimmy has essentially like smoke vision. He can see through anything with his silent eyes, so he can see through smoke. So if anything, he drops smoke and then just dart away. So, smoke bomb.
Like it.
This. Miscellaneous. There we go. There are gas grenades, but they look like they're stun gas grenades.
We have air filtration, but
We do. Yeah, I do. Jimmy does.
well, no, because it's on the suits, right?
Right. So everybody wearing the suits does.
I'll take a suit.
I don't know if Jimmy has
Filtration.
air filtration on his Daft Punk helmet.
Oh.
Oh, come on, it's gotta have it.
Roll me 1d6, Jimmy.
Sure.
That's a lot of smoke during those shells.
Smoke during those.
No, you don't see anything else other than stun gas grenades.
Dang. Oh,
You want 'em?
Dallas. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take two. Two for the
Okay.
road. What you got there, Jimmy?
Two, make
you know
it
some
make
stun.
it three. I ain't driving.
All right. All right.
I'm
So you
thirsty.
guys put on a whole bunch of there is, and although you're not in this, you're in a rush, but not apparently in that much of a rush. There is still blaster fire going on outside.
Probably having the time of their life.
I hope you have my time.
My wife had the blast shootout of my life. All right, guys, let's get up there as this rebel sport group. Jeez, a special ops group or sport group. And let's blast them. I think I also heard an X-wing touchdown.
Let's go.
All right. Where do you guys want to move to? How do you want to move there?
Well, first let's get out of this hole, and then the other hole.
All right. So you enter into the hallway. You have that you can walk up the stairs, up the spiral staircase, further up into the keep, or you can walk out the door, which you can hear that there's blaster fire right outside that door.
Shoot, guys, I almost feel like we should split the party, and one person looks for Grant, and the others participate in the battle. I'm not sure though. What does everyone else think?
Probably makes sense to figure out what's up the staircase and out that door, so that
Okay.
we can just preserve time. Because if we run out of time, then we're not gonna be able to get him.
Yeah, we have to do it during this time period, so maybe we do split up. I mean, we gotta know what's going on. Yeah, you're right. All right, well, I feel much more confident with my two guns and armor, so I'll head towards the blaster fire.
You want to take the stairs? You taking the door?
Wherever the blaster fire is. Bota, you want to do this like the old days?
Sundance and Butch Cassidy.
Yep. But mainly on Dothamer with swamp hacks.
All right, so I'll take the stairs. You take the door. Then we can. I'll radio back to you once I get to the top of the stairs. What we find.
Oh, well,
I'll
we still
go-
have our own special comm links. So
Yep.
make sure that you use that and not your helmet so no one can hear us.
I'll go with Bota.
Anybody else
All right.
who has good shooting, follow me.
Oh, that's not me. Nope.
Jimmy will follow, but I think the spark is going to be a little bit far behind. He's like,
There's
nah.
Iain.
And ID,
I know.
AT-88, because I hired him. Hey,
88's gonna
AT-88,
go with
do we give
Blaine.
you a gun yet?
No, but you did give me a restraining bolt.
All right, good. Well, don't shoot me in the back. That's a restraining bolt order, or however it works.
Oh,
Jimmy will correct
good.
him. Don't shoot him anywhere.
Perfect.
All right, so you got Jimmy, Blaine, AT-88 going out the front door, Bota, Rusty going up the stairs. Iain, if given a choice, let's say evens upstairs, odds downstairs. We'll go up the stairs
Makes more
with
sense. He'd
Rusty
probably
and
run
Bota.
away from danger.
Ooh, Iain will turn around and say, you know what, if I've learned anything living in this galaxy, it's you always take the high ground.
Oh man, you called him out.
Give me a Bota, do you do anything to rig a thermal detonator to that guy?
Oh, you mean like restraining bolt on a droid?
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to duct tape it to his back or something. I don't know if we had anything to do that.
Nah, I don't got time. Let's just do this.
All right. All right, Jowkazza, where do you want to go?
I'm going with Bota.
Up the stairs?
Don't worry, Jimmy. I won't let you get killed.
I'm just gonna move your character to the stairs just so that I know where everybody's going. All right. Who moves first? I guess Bota, you can go outside up the stairs, or Blaine, you can just kick open the door while they are still in the stairwell. What do you guys want to do? You guys tell me.
All right, I'm gonna kick open the stairwell.
Kick open the door at the bottom. Bota, you guys start to run up the stairs.
Let's
Let me
go.
do a reveal here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bota and Co, you guys end up in the area to your right, and Blaine and friends. Stupid map size.
And Sparky still has its he has his grappling hook, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, I got
Blaine
an
and friends.
idea. I got an idea for the grappling hook. But we'll have to do it since I just kicked the door open. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Oh,
I'm gonna put
teleporting
you
out of here.
roughly where stuff is happening. And 88 is with you guys, and Bota and everybody else went up the stairwells to the right. Bota and Rusty walking up the stairwells. You hear the sound of blaster fire is a little bit more muffled now, but you can tell that this area of the keep is heavily damaged. Looking up, the roof is sagging over you, and you don't know how long it'll last, or if it is just kind of settled to where it's at. But it looks like it took a heavy impact at some point. Relative to downstairs, it's quiet as far as blaster fire is concerned, but there's it's just less chaos. Blaine and Jimmy and the droids walk out and into the middle of effectively a firefight. You see at the top, this building to your left is like a secondary keep, for lack of a better term. You see an X-wing sitting atop of it. There is heavy blaster fire coming from up there, and it looks like there's a lot of New Republic guards in that area. The area to your left, which is the main entry gate, is kind of in wreckage. It looks like it was heavily damaged by starfighter fire. The area to your right is also damaged, but you can tell that there are a lot of infiltrators entering from that space. You notice.
Oh,
Go
over
ahead and
here?
roll. Yeah, that looks like where they're kind of pouring in from. Like that's a back gate, and there's a couple that have come in through there. Several have died. I've marked all of the infiltrators just to make things easier for me and easier for you with a red dot. They're the non-New Republic people. It would be easy enough for you guys to notice. Some of them have already died or been shot. But you see a lot of New Republic bodies around. You see heavy smoke in the area. Relative to the last time that you were outside, this storm is much decayed. Let's put it that it looks like the storm is just kind of faded off and faster than you would expect. Like the storm just lost itself for some reason, and it's just dissipating while you're here. It almost feels like, but there's heavy smoke in the area. You're on the bottom floor on the backside, so there's a whole building kind of you guys exited from behind you that you can't really, it obscures your view behind you to the right of the map there. We'll start with Bota and Rusty and Jowkazza at the top of the stairs there, just to because why not?
All right, so let's just quickly clear the floor and see if there's anybody on this one, because there's another flight above us, is there?
You could you could go up. The tower goes up one more floor, but you can tell that it goes up into kind of the top of the tower, like the turret section of the tower. If that makes sense.
All right.
But this is the top floor of the keep itself, yeah.
I'll roll a quick search and see if I can see anything.
That's on the wrong layer.
Oops.
As you guys enter into this hallway, just inside the door, there's a man wearing he looks like he's dressed like servant at a high scale, like like you guys have gone to high scale people. He looks like he's a manservant. Whether he's a waiter or the butler or whatever, he is dressed in like serving clothes. And it looks like from the look of it, I guess I could turn him on the floor there, make it more realistic with what happened to him. He made it in the door, but then collapsed and died on the spot there.
Where you want to go?
You see a dead body and blood splatter on the floor. Other than that, you do not see anything in the area. It is emptied out.
Check the body.
Rusty, Jowkazza? He has a holdout blaster on him. He has some vibro knucklers on him, like brass knuckles, but vibro knucklers, right?
Oh, yeah.
And his outfit, just like as you flip through it, you can, like it looks nice on the outside, and then as you kind of go to move it, you realize it's like it's woven with some sort of a fiber that it's not just a regular suit jacket. Like this is really nice. And by really nice, I mean like it is military grade, would protect him from a certain level of blaster fire.
Does
Are
he
you
have
gonna
any
take the knuckles?
identification on him?
No ID. No. What's the question, Jay?
I was asking Rusty if he's gonna take the knuckles.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless you want them, man. I don't think I could put them with my gloves. I don't think they work that way.
Just want to establish that Rusty kept his gloves. I was so Katir gave Rusty the gloves. I don't think Katir was walking around with pink boxing gloves, so I would assume that they're gloves. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think but you can't double them up, and they probably do the same thing anyway. So come on, man, you should get
Yeah,
these.
similar.
All right. I'll take them then, since I don't have anything else.
Yeah, there we go, big guy.
All right.
11 fellow brawler.
So other than this person, the floor is cleared.
Yes.
I feel like if we can revive him, he might be able to tell us where we need to go.
I feel like if you could revive him, actually go ahead and roll a first aid or a medicine or whatever
Oh,
you've
yeah.
got. For Jowkazza, he could add in his medicine. He can do that. But Bota, if you want to do it, you could do your first aid to assess.
No, I will kill him.
No, this is an assessment of the state of him. Just looking at him.
I'm literally probably that bad at first aid.
Yeah, I'll do it. Hold on. Just let me. I have my armband. I can't remember what it is. I need to look at the wiki.
It's okay, man. I almost killed the guy trying to give him a Heimlich. Not really killing him though.
Is it a knowledge roll?
I think that it's either knowledge or it's technical for it. Yeah. But you could give. I'd accept either.
I have first aid, which is, but I get if I'm diagnosing, I think I get plus 2D. Is that right?
That's right.
I'm trying to find this sticking thing on my. I'm trying to find it on my character sheet.
Yeah, you get plus 2D to first aid to diagnose patients.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I should have stayed in med school. Drop that class at DeVry.
Wow.
Jowkazza, you diagnosed that he's dead. You're not gonna be able to revive him.
All right.
I just wanted you guys to go through. I told you he was dead, but Bota was like, maybe if we could revive him. So I just wanted, go ahead. Let's figure out how we're gonna roll for he's dead.
Well, Wookiees can do miracles.
Maybe he's just almost dead, guys.
Yeah, no, you're Bota, as somebody who's been in a lot of battles, you get the sense that especially after, looking at this guy, that that there are probably guards, but there's also personnel that look more like wait staff or, butlers and maids and cooks and things that are militarily trained, that whatever happened, some of them rushed down to the armory that you guys found, geared up, and started to move out. Some of them were killed or gunned down on their way in, and the area is deserted because everybody's outside trying to repel boarders using a naval term. I don't know what the army calls it, but you're effectively repelling boarders from the island here at this point, is what you sense from hearing the blaster fire continuing outside. But
so
it's a nice,
from the window
nice
that
suit.
he's near, do we have a good vantage point to lay cover fire down for Blaine?
There are windows. There would be windows that would look into the interior, but they would be. I mean, it's only drawn as stone walls here. I hadn't even thought that there would be windows here because it's all drawn as stone walls. But nobody builds a place with no windows. That's stupid. And if they do have windows, they would definitely have windows that face towards the interior.
Why wouldn't you want to have this scenic view of the courtyard?
Of the courtyard. I mean, like for defensive purposes, you would want to have a view of the interior because your keep is like the last place that should be taken, right? I don't know. Let's roll a d10 10, and if you get below 4 or below, there's no windows. Oh, look at that. There's no windows, so that makes it easier for me. There's no windows on the map. I gave you a 60% chance of getting windows, and you didn't get them.
Yeah.
Never tell me the odds, man. Come
All right. We just finished going up the stairs to the top to see if there's anything out. Maybe there's a vantage point there. Maybe the roof got blown off. We can see down.
Okay. You guys can go all the way up, or there's the door right by where the body's at. Whatever you want.
Is it possible that this is a turret that we're going up to the top of?
Like a gunning turret?
Yeah.
You don't know. I don't know.
It overlooks the beach.
I don't know. All right, so they're heading up. Blaine, Jimmy, Sparky, AT-88, and Iain, if he was there, is thankful that he's not. You're in the middle of this firefight. Blaine, roll your, what would this be? You don't have any kind of knowledge for. You don't have any tactics or anything, do you?
I do have tactics, but they are. I have 4D tactics, and then I specialize in starfighter tactics at 60.
Go ahead and roll your base tactics at 4D. You've been in a lot of like larger military combat, right? Because you guys were on like the Battle of the Kashyyyk and things like that, if I remember reading right, or like glimpsing at the mission.
Battle of
even with
Hoth,
the
Battle of
16.
Bakura.
You recognize that the whoever's coming in seems like they're almost extra coordinated, but more so you recognize that the New Republic forces are in disarray. Even for being and it's a little surprising to you because that they're spec ops based on kind of what you've seen so far from coming in there, and one guy getting ready to kill himself even to stop you guys from getting to the armory. And then you're able to see there's a faint, I guess it'd be a faint green aura, almost like a haze or a smoke that is emanating from the northern gate and is spreading throughout the battlefield. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
It doesn't, like everybody's got filtration suits, but that's all. That's all I'll give for a tactics and a base like look around the area. What do you guys? What Jimmy Blaine? What do you guys want to do?
nerve gas. All right, real quick, let me just make sure I understand this. Obviously, the dead skull signs mean they're dead.
Yep.
The heart
Dead
signs.
skull signs mean the heart signs give me an indication of wound status. Because you guys took longer, there's more wounded people than there would have been if you had rushed out here. But a single heart means stunned. A heart with a 1 means wounded once. Heart with a 2 means wounded twice, and a heart with a 3 means they're incapacitated.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is New Republic. This is New Republic. These are all New Republic.
Yeah. So a red dot means
enemy?
you can tell that they're not New Republic. No red dot, they're New Republic. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Okay, so I'm assuming that gas is some sort of fear or nerve agent. So we should shoot from a distance.
This brings up the point. Does Jawa Jimmy have a filtration at all? Or is he going to be in...
Well, they all have filtration, but they're still getting it. We only have smoke filtration. Do you remember in episode 7 when they're like, oh no, it only does certain filtration? I think whatever this gas is getting through everyone's armor.
You.
All right.
Anyway, I start blasting.
Yeah. Should we roll perception for turn order?
Yeah, we probably should.
All right, let's do this.
Unless we can sneak around.
Only if you want to. So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a first action to kind of like move around, determine what you want to do to start out. If you want to jump into really like acting within the battle, then we could roll perception for that. Yeah. But if you want to position yourself or reassess or move back inside or do something along that, like I'm giving you guys your first turn off of the impression of what's going on. Nobody
Okay.
has really seen you yet. It's just a matter of you stepped into the middle of this whole thing, right?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm dressed like them. All right, I'm gonna
On
roll.
a,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
roll a command to try to command. Wait. Command is getting them to do something, or is command getting them? Command's getting them to respond to me as their leader. So I'm gonna roll my. I'm gonna use 2 character points, and use those in my command.
This is
And
why we need mind control.
this is why we need a Jedi so badly.
So badly.
I was like very tempted at one point to be like, "Hey, Stu, would you just play like 2 or 3 sessions with us and help us out?" Okay, so I'm gonna roll my command and I'm gonna yell. This is Captain Blaine Hansom of Bespin Special Forces. They're using toxic nerve gas. We have to shoot from a distance. Follow me, and I'm going to yell that out over the comm channel, make a signal, and I'm gonna try to get back up to this high ground.
You're
So
gonna go left.
yeah, and
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my command to like. Here I'm waving my hand and I'm pointing up here, and I'm also gonna say it over the actual channel. So
Like a fallback to this location.
yeah, follow me as captain, which was Blaine's actual rank before he left the New Republic. But who knows? They don't know that. 21.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Jimmy?
How thick? So are these? This explosion, is this actually live fire that's coming down, or is this residue from the?
It's still like it's burning.
Oh, so it's just brighter. Got it. Okay. Uh, could Jawa Jimmy make his way toward the the X-wing and be like, go like, what the heck is this thing doing here? Just
You can make your way towards the X-wing. As you guys are doing this, the storm really continues to just dissipate, and it's more clear weather now.
I feel like
Jawa
that's
Jimmy's gonna make.
absolute Jawa Jimmy's like, hey, is that a ship?
What is there a ship here? It just runs over to the ship. I feel like that's what Jawa Jimmy would go for. It's like, why
You
is
can
there a
certainly
ship here?
make it. That's fine. There's a random Jawa. Okay. All right. And from there, I'll do a little reveal because Blaine's going to be able to see a little bit more. You see the upper section of the keep in some area over there. Why didn't I reveal? Oh, that's just select reveal. Use the reveal tool. No, not hide. Stupid. You see a couple more, and you recognize the guy that you referred to as Chris Columbus, as well as somebody that you guys saw in the pirate base when you guys were way before you came to North Haven. Bota and Jowkazza and your group, if you guys want to put yourself, you guys would be coming up to the top of this tower up here where I'm pinging. You want to put your guys up there?
All right. Let me go find myself. I gotta go scroll around this map.
Where?
Here I am.
On the other side. Okay.
And as you guys emerge, I don't want to say unhappy. I'm actually glad because there's other stuff that I'm like, I don't have this fully prepped yet. So you guys are up to the top of the tower where Rusty's at now. Rusty, as you walk out, you see there's heavy smoke. You actually have obscured vision to the battlefield. You'll have increased difficulty if you want to shoot to the northern area. If you want to shoot kind of to the left, you'd be able to, but you can see that there's heavy smoke right above the top of the keep. You can see the wreckage of what would have been a shield generator, as well as a couple dead bodies up there.
You mean the junk of a shield generator?
And you see the rest of kind of the whole top area over there through whatever dead bodies and things that you're able to kind of see. But there is, I mean, it is a bloody mess. The entire eastern side of the island facility has a massive just wreck of a hole blown through it, as if somebody fired a proton torpedo into it.
So I went first, and Bota is behind me.
If that's what you want to be, yeah.
Yeah, so then I tell Bota, hey, you know, there's nothing really to see. If you want to turn back, I won't tell anyone.
Go back downstairs.
It's kind of bad, man.
I mean, are we even able to? Doesn't look like there's even really anybody that needs cover fire.
As you guys are moving up there, these soldiers, hearing Blaine, the ones that are still alive, will start to move up. The one down here is going to hold his ground right there. This one will kind of fall back to the top of this other, I don't know, keep facility tower right there. It looks like the eastern side of this has been really well wrecked, whether between the shield generator and as everybody that played last mission would know, starfighter that fired a proton torpedo into the side of the island effectively.
Who did that?
That guy
And
nuts.
there are a couple soldiers that were advancing on that side in almost like a support / flanking maneuver that are going to start to pull back towards that area as well. They're pretty well beat up as well. Haven't been in a firefight with the remaining soldiers right there. Yeah. Jimmy, you see an X-Wing pilot. I want to apologize. I kind of like screwed up last time. I didn't give everybody a chance to introduce themselves as their pilots and any backstory they wanted to have. But you see here,
Because you all thought we were gonna die.
well, no, I still wanted to know what you got on him. You see here, X-Wing fighter pilot. He's got a little name tag on that just says plus. Or is it Scald? What was his name, Jay? It's Jay's pilot. If you want to tell us, yeah. If you want to tell us what he looks like at all.
He's a red Rhodian.
That's the backstory.
And he's,
You got
You
what
want-
you asked for.
See,
you
just
want
taking a
more of
smoke break.
you want more of a backstory? He crashed a plane, or fighters multiple times, and that for that purpose he's not much liked by his superior officers. There was a time when he was crash landed on this planet and had to battle a group of crabs. One of them got a part of his arm. Thankfully, his arm grows back because he's reptilian in nature. He had 17 brothers and sisters, but his dad ate all of them, and he's the only survivor.
But that's
You're
okay,
Rhodian
so
or
both
a
of those are
Trandoshan.
Trandoshan. Those are both Trandoshans eat their parents, and then they're the ones that grow their arms back.
No, it's definitely Rhodians in my world.
With their little suction cup mouths.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they kill their kids and then put them into a slurry, and then suck them up through straws.
You see a Rhodian with a like heavily scarred arm. He even shouts to you that, yeah, I grew it back one time, but Jimmy, even you have just enough knowledge of Rhodians that you're like, they don't grow their arms back. That looks like it just got like healed in a Bacta tank. I know, I recognize Bacta healing.
I did a lot of drugs, Kiss.
Um,
Is he like taking a smoke break out here? Like he's just like, oh man, I got my neck fix going on here. Just like parking this X-wing.
right. Um,
I'm
so
all break.
the kind of little like red burn marks, by the way, you could recognize them. They're like superheated areas where the starfighter blaster fire would have raked through this area, which is why that there's like dead guard right here. Another pass came through here, killed a guard on the top of the wall right over here. Another pass came over here, so that's what these those red marks, those little red dots like this one kind of indicate. But you don't see any starfighters in the sky right now. Yeah, so Blaine, this one he'll start to fall back this way as well. It looks like they're kind of giving up the keep, but they're more or less fortifying their defense in this tower to the left where the X-wing has landed on top of it. So the shield generator was on top of the keep, but this kind of wooden structure that the X-wing, it's not wood, but that the X-wing is sitting on top of, that's where they're putting in their last kind of hold for defense. Yeah.
All right. Is it my turn or whose turn is it? Because I'm gonna start blasting.
You guys can take a
Jimmy,
round.
did you hear what Jimmy asked this rotary, like, why are you not in this shooting at the bad guys? What are you plus what are you doing?
Go ahead, Jay. You can be plus and Jowkazza.
I'm trying to remember, why did he land?
I don't know.
We killed all
You
the
were just being
bombers.
spiteful, I think. You're like, I'm gonna land it.
I think the idea was that you wanted to have an X-wing for Jowkazza.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. No, I landed because well, that's where the battle was, right? I landed on the island because yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The rest of the pilots were pulling back in towards the main base for a like emergency response. There is not really much of a need for fighter pilots as the TIE all retreated out of the area, but there was a need for ground troops and ground support.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a ton that, like it's such mayhem even on the island that they were trying to figure out how they were going to organize a response. Gald would get now, you would have, with the storm dissipating, enough comms that they're receiving from the mainland that the commander's ship has been completely disabled. It looks like there's a party that is approaching the commander's ship. They're sorting out to respond to Albe Isle as well as to assist throughout. And that's where you guys are at right there.
I'm gonna go up to the little Jawa and pat him on the head and say, "You don't clean a crab with a machete, son."
What?
Jones knows.
Which is the Rhodian version of what is it? Don't use a knife when a scalpel is something like that. I don't know.
What?
The firefight dies down for a second as the troops are all retreating back, and you hear called out, "You're welcome to surrender now, if you value your lives."
Fuck. So Miles Malum betrayed us. Or sorry, Iain betrayed us.
It's not you. it's not Miles Malum's voice that you hear. And
it's
Iain is
just...
up at the top of the tower with Bota and those guys. I should move them up.
All right. Well, it sounds just like my. Oops.
Um, Miles, Miles had a harder time talking.
What?
Miles had a harder time talking than this. This is more of a rough, gravelly kind of voice, but
I gotta tell you, it sounds
similar.
exactly the same.
You guys saw a hollow at least of Miles being executed.
Yeah, but who knows if that's true?
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust
Um,
my eyes.
He might be part Rhodian.
Yeah,
God.
apparently.
and actually,
Maybe
we'll
he ate
do
his
this
kids for strength.
because I know that we're coming near 11 o'clock. Um, walking through the gate.
Chris walking.
Well, you know, I just figure that it's time that we just, end all the hostilities, guys.
Oh,
Just,
god damn it.
I don't see a need for this anymore.
Wait,
We
who's at the gates there? I may have
can
missed it.
finally shut this woman up for once and for all.
Did Jawa Jimmy get in the X-wing and fire?
Wait.
Why
She
you
comes
still,
walking through the gate?
why are you still keeping up that stupid accent? You wouldn't understand. I mean, you stuck with that stupid, same ugly look on your face all the time. And I mean, you don't know what it's like to be a different person, do you? Um, and Maxie will actually
See.
do this if this works well for you guys. Maxie will. Oh my God, stupid mouse change layers.
If only I had my...
It almost looks like Maxie just kind of like not shapeshifts, but like an illusion drops, and you just see this woman standing where Maxie just was. For you guys that recognize her as Maxie.
Oh. Well, I was expecting Maxie to become Katira's sister.
I mean, they were plenty happy to execute Malum for insubordination, and I mean, I could just tell them that that's what you did, if that's what you'd like. Just get on with it. Well, New Republic, you have been successfully subdued so far as we're concerned at this time, and if you'd like to surrender, you can, or we can kill you. What would you prefer?
This is Captain Blaine Hansom, who's taken control of this Spec Force unit. We unilaterally decline your gracious offer and suggest you retreat.
Bogus? Is that you?
No. It would have been Stig McNasty, but don't
Stig?
worry about it. We couldn't remember our own names anyway.
Well, I was really hoping I'd run into you here. That's the whole reason I came.
The whole reason?
Well, I mean, they're busy elsewhere, but they'll be here soon enough. They just wanted me to make sure that things are locked down for you. Um, because they had a suspicion that, this might be where you were moving towards, not towards Strange or whatever, Urso or whatever her, not Urso, that's not right, Ors or whatever her name was that, Nightshade said she wanted.
Yeah. Nope. I'm glad we ran into you too. I think we can settle something. So this is very fortuitous. I wasn't sure if you were going to be here or in the sky.
In the sky. Oh, you think I was flying one of those things up there? No, that's not really my forte. I'm more of a, show up, let someone believe that I'm someone else, gain their confidence, and then, if necessary, take them out. But, well, if he hadn't just walked in and ruined my plans, I think we might have been having a good time at the Battle of the Bands. It's all been taken care of.
Did you have to pay the hotel bill yourself? Or did
No,
did
you
get
paid
out
the
of-
hotel bill for me.
Oh, no. I mean, we left. I just wasn't sure if they caught up to you. That's pretty funny.
I mean, who do you think was running the hotel in the first place? No, see, here's the thing. We can make this ugly, or we can make this, just take care of business real nice and easy. Now, I think the New Republic troops around here, they should realize by now that they're a bit outmatched. And the green haze that you've seen kind of surrounding the battlefield starts to coalesce and pull in back towards Hella as she talks. And that, I mean, you guys knew that's who Iain said she was, so that's just she would even say that's her name if you guys asked her at this point.
Jimmy, stalling for time, get into that X-wing, man.
Hey, has anybody ever told you that you kind of sound like Wally Gator if he was raised in Alabama?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
You must be talking to me because there's no other
Oh,
Alabama
and to be
scammers.
clear, this is Plus talking, not Jowkazza.
Now, I don't know who Alligator is, and I don't know why you brought that ship here, but we'll be glad to take it from you. You know, they sure proved much more useful than we thought they would against that little fleet that we borrowed for a minute there. Now, of course, half the pilots that you took out weren't really willing, so you just really kind of took care of a problem for us in the meantime. But we're happy to take the ship back and take a look at it. I'm sure that they'd be happy to know what they've gained in the process.
Can we, use...
Briefly, just as a quick interjection, from overhead, you see a flare of green fly through the sky to your northwest as turbo laser fire from the interdictor starts to rain down on the not in Palmby where you guys came from, but the coast where you kind of determine that there might be a New Republic facility at.
Don't worry, we got some kick-ass pilots over there.
Can Jawa Jimmy try to commandeer this from Plus?
I'm trying to distract her, man.
Okay. Jawa Jimmy, hey Plus, you keep up the act. I'm gonna get inside of this and try to get.
See, where's my rolls here for this?
How would this see it? So while Plus is distracting, I'm gonna get inside of it. Like, why is there a Jawa Jimmy? Why is Jawa dressed as?
Throw the smoke grenade thing, whatever.
Oh, that is a good call, actually. So throw the smoke grenade toward not the person we thought she was.
Jimmy, you hear in your head as you you get a sense of like both a feeling like, man, I don't want to do this, but you also get a feeling of that's not me that doesn't want to do this. And then you hear in your head, honey, I really wouldn't get in that ship if I was you. I don't think things would turn out quite as well as you'd hope.
Now I really want to go inside that ship. Can I hear it in that southern drawl voice?
You do, yeah.
The Jawa Jimmy still go for it. Let's see. Is he force agnostic?
What is force agnostic?
Is he? After everything
Where are they? Like, hold on. Okay, so we're there.
Sorry, Johnny was like, playing in his head is like, is that real? Like, I don't believe with that mumbo jumbo. Like, she's just speaking louder than normal. That's what it is.
I can see that. That's I get what you mean, like that you don't believe it.
You know, like Jawa Jimmy, like he wouldn't recognize it as being like, oh, I think she's just yelling at me directly. That's kind of odd. Like she doesn't even put two and two together as a thing that's possible, because he hasn't experienced it yet, right? That's kind of like he's been around dark forces, but he hasn't necessarily heard.
Well, you do have your lightsaber that may talk to you.
Right.
Your dark side lightsaber.
It hasn't talked to me though. I never heard it talk, or at least Jawa Jimmy never heard it talk.
Jawa Jimmy doesn't believe he heard it talk.
It's like
This is also correct.
So
it's his helmet.
Jawa Jimmy's gonna still try to
Magneto's helmet, though.
hold pause here. So, sorry, as out of character. So, you just mentioned that there is this gas that was floating upwards as a signal, essentially, and then we're now noticing another island is getting shot at via
So
fire from us.
No,
I didn't quite catch
the
that.
gas.
two different things. That there was a like a almost like a green fog that was moving about the battlefield, but it was like it almost seemed like it was attached as you guys observed it to the different soldiers as they started to retreat back. And as Hela walked in, she and said like, you know, they should know that they're beaten by now. It kind of it all drew back in away from all of the troops into her. And Maxie on a note looked the same as you had seen her before, except she was wearing a necklace that you hadn't seen her wearing before.
Got it.
Is
Okay,
the only so just because there is that is one difference within her.
and you mentioned
So-
something like laser fire. That's what I didn't quite catch that from the.
Oh, and then while you were talking, there was also I don't know if Jimmy would recognize it, but Blaine and Bota and Jowkazza would all have recognized, and Rusty would all have recognized that turbo laser fire from out of atmosphere just entered in and is bombarding where you guys would have known that there was a New Republic facility kind
Got
of
it.
north of Albe Isle, which is where the
So-
pilots brought their ships back to.
So Jawa Jimmy's ignorant.
Is this you killing our pilots off screen?
No, because it's not enough that it's gonna break into the underground bunker, but it is enough to you know, like they're not gonna be able to sortie any, like they could probably shoot their X-Wings out if they really wanted to, although they know that there's a capital class ship up there and they're only a small half squadron of X-Wings. I don't know if they're without their commander at this point. The ship that was transporting from Albe Isle or from the New Republic base to Albe Isle was disabled by the ties. And Maxie did comment that they're dealing with whatever that Jan Strange or Jan Orr's character was.
I'm thinking that we need. Well, I don't know. Need a distraction, and then plus we'll jump in the X-wing if Jawa Jimmy doesn't want to. And maybe the perfect distraction is Jowkazza throwing the thermal detonator.
Yeah, but watch out. She could force push it back.
The ship itself, and I mean, like, you know, you also know that it takes a minute for it to take off. You know, like it's going to be open to. Granted, it's a starfighter, but it will be open to small arms fire in the interim.
I mean, doesn't do a ton.
The New Republic troops are, I mean, they're kind of like gaining their ground and kind of recuperating. The ones that are injured are trying to apply whatever medical they can at the time being. But you do see one trooper moving across at a better clip than the rest, like he's not as hurt as the rest. And he moves in to the tower itself. in the interim.
My question is: are we going to go into a battle right now, or are we wrapping up for the evening?
We're
Yeah.
probably. I think we're probably wrapping up for the evening with that. Because it's 11 o'clock, and I know that some people were saying that 11 o'clock's when about they had to hop off, and Luke already did. It looks like.
Yeah, it would suck to start a battle without Luke.
But you
We
guys
can battle
have
without Rusty, but that's cool.
We got
you have
Rusty.
you have loosely rallied the troops. Now, Jowkazza and Bota do recognize that you guys are effectively on an island at the top of that tower. With the way that you guys decided, that was one place that I was like, I don't know that they'll go there, but yep, they did. I thought you guys would go out the door where the dead body was. So you guys are kind of on an island because you can't go anywhere but down,
But you can
which
shoot all
now
these people. There's 3 enemies right there.
now you see that these guys are moving around that side. So going down, they might enter in anytime and might come up from below you at any time. Or you could jump off, but it is a good little, probably 20-foot drop from where you're at down to the stone of the tower below you right there. So that's where you guys are at. Jowkazza could, I mean, for sure. Jowkazza, grew up climbing trees. 20 feet's nothing to him, right? But I don't know how Rusty and Bota feel about it.
No, not good.
I'll have to calculate falling damage on that one, which there is a whole thing for. I did it once. Who jumped? Oh, Bota jumped off the roof of a building. That's right.
No, it was when you killed Blaine's monkey.
I didn't kill Blaine's monkey.
Gravity killed Blaine's monkey. That sucks.
Oh, that monkey. Well, that happened too, but that's because Blaine shot the monkey in the middle of
I
the
stunned
tree.
it.
Yes, in a tree.
Well, I tried to catch it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I came down to try to save it, but I had no.
Speaking of the
perception
monkey,
time.
Rusty still has some. Although, well, I don't know. Depends on whether Rusty moved the Ticha jerky into his suit of armor and wants to eat. Take off his helmet. It's
Hey,
like, let's mess with time right now.
That's how we defeat her. We throw it right into her mouth, and she doesn't dodge out.
Full force push it in there.
If only I had any of my gear that was good against fighting Jedi, or Force users.
It's a good thing that Jawa Jimmy has his lightsaber. That's probably not a dark saber for sure, right?
At a glance as well, Blaine, you don't see a lightsaber like hanging on her waist or anything like that. And as somebody that's been to Dathomir more than once, you recognize her, kind of the paint on her face, and well, not paint, it's more of a tattoo on her face, and it kind of all clicks in that she's a Dathomir witch.
Is this a Tech's wife?
That green smoke / ichor is the visible effect of the Dathomir witchcraft spells.
Maybe it's Tech's mom. She's upset about
Tech's mother-in-law.
But she keeps saying that they wanted her to show up here, so she reports to somebody, whoever they are, and she's got kind of the remaining people that you guys have seen leading collective troops about, as well as the guy that had the pets that you guys think you did you kill the next or killed one of his cats?
Yeah, we did, and I conflated Miles to being the pet guy as well. So
yeah, no, that was a different guy. Miles was fully Miles. He was, and I mean, she made comment to it. He was killed for insubordination. He tried to draw you guys into a trap in North Haven that you walked right into, but he was ordered specifically not to engage with you guys, but because he recognized Blaine and Bota, he acted rashly and was killed for it.
Well, you did a job for us. All right. Well, I think next time we kill everybody around her, so it's just her, and then it'll be real hard for one force person to kill all of us.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. With the New Republic moving about, the collective also kind of take their positions and leave you guys in this standoff. They're circling the tower on the one side, so they have a flank on you. You guys in the tower might have a shot on them, but you might not. It'd be hard to you'd have to definitely peek over the top to shoot at them. Two more climb up on grappling lines on this side of the tower over there. So you guys are really kind of cornered in that edge of the island, and they have the more maneuverable position. Let's put it that way. And that's where you're at. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so let's do this in 2 weeks. And how many character points do we get?
What's 11? 3 character points, and yeah, 2 weeks. What's in 2 weeks? Yeah, that sounds right. I remember now. In 2 weeks, I get to do RPG, and then I wake up and go to work, and then I'm spending the whole weekend refinishing my floors.
Oh, that sounds great.
Oh, I can't wait. I just remember when Katie and I were planning it, I was like, okay, yeah, that'll be right after RPG too. This will be awesome.
Yeah. And I'll be
Right.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Oh shoot, I should have rolled. It ultimately didn't matter because she met the minimum threshold to be able to speak into your mind, Jimmy. But I should have rolled more for her for that. I rolled on her base
Yeah,
stats.
it's just funny. To see the Jimmy being ignorant, like, what is this? Well, that's weird.
I don't like it.
And along with the fact that Jimmy has a lightsaber that makes him feel the need to kill things. And he's like, no, Force isn't real.
I feel like he's that's what I mean, like Jimmy's got to be like the most agnostic force person. Like, that's not real.
All right. I'm going to
I
stop
also
the recording.